luxury, elegance, and beauty. These two Dallas-Fort Worth communities have it all.
One is full of history, and the other is brand new on the prairie.
So let's check out Edwards Ranch in Fort Worth and Highland Park near Dallas. I'm Dana Pollard, and I lead one of the fastest growing real estate teams in Texas. And the part of my job that I love the most, Brady, look, I just noticed the guy looking out the window, is scouting out the best places to live in the Lone Star State for my clients.
I mean, their front yard is like a football field.
And I want to take you with me. This is Moving Up in Texas.
So we're on the hunt for the best cities to live in the great state of Texas.
Our clients ask us all the time, where are the best places for us to live? Hi, my name is Dana Pollard, and I've been a real estate agent in Texas for 14 years now, and this is my husband, Brandon.
Yes, and I'm a pastor and a realtor myself. Fort Worth, they say that's where the West begins. Hey, think prairie grass, cattle ranches.
Yeah, in fact, Edwards Ranch started in 1848. It actually predates Fort Worth. Edwards Ranch is the latest luxury development in West Fort Worth. The rolling hills and the Trinity River make it a top destination to work, play, and live. It's about 7 miles from downtown Fort Worth.
The area became popular, well, because of the river. It still beckons people here today. Much of the land around here was undeveloped until a few years ago.
We are at the trailhead of the Clear Fork of Trinity River in Fort Worth, and let me say, this is a beautiful area. It once used to be part of Edwards Ranch, which was a 7,000-acre ranch.
Yeah, I love seeing all the people around outside. Lots of bikers in this area, just taking the trails. It's awesome. If you love to be outdoors, this is the place for you.
Yeah, and by the way, if you're going down the trails, you can actually see the skyline of Fort Worth.
I love it. If you've grown up in this area, you've probably spent some time on the banks of the Trinity.
Don't you love how you can see downtown Fort Worth there?
Yeah, I like the American flag just kind of flying in the wind.
I love that. I love that.
That's awesome.
And believe it or not, before I met you, I would actually ride these trails on bike.
Well, you didn't do it with me.
16 miles. I know it wasn't with you. I can't get you to go with.
I'd rather ride a horse than a bike.
Don't have a bike? No big deal, because they rent them right here.
I don't see any horses for rent, though.
Yeah, I don't think they do that. Go to the stockyards for that.
This waterway that winds through Fort Worth has more than 100 miles of biking and running trails.
Near the trailhead, developers have put in amazing upscale shopping, condos, and luxury apartments. We are in the Clear Fork shopping area, and it is one of my favorite places because of the high-end shopping. In fact, they also have a theater, a bowling alley. It's just a great place to shop and hang out.
I really love the access because you can get on the freeway, the tollway, and actually get here to Fort Worth very quickly. So after a little time of shopping in this area, we always like to find a great spot for coffee.
It's a good place to have a little date. So I love Clear Fork shopping area. It reminds me of Highland Park. There's a lot of outdoor dining, the beautiful scenery.
Yeah, you really can just stop, smell the roses, have a cup of coffee.
Have a cup of coffee.
Really enjoy the outdoors here in Fort Worth.
Yeah. The only thing I would say that differs between this area and Highland Park is that this is a more modern feel, right? Everything's new and crisp. And Highland Park is more of an old historic feel.
I agree with that.
More on that Highland Park history a little later in the video.
Intrigued by this Texas paradise?
Yeah, wait until you see the houses here. River Hills is the shiny new modern centerpiece neighborhood in Edwards Ranch.
Here you can find French, English Tudor, Mediterranean-inspired homes ranging from about 2,200 to 7,000 square feet, all nestled in large lots.
Look how nice this neighborhood is.
I love it. Love all the ironwork. Looks nice, very custom.
This neighborhood has so much value for the home. The lots in the current phases have been sold and built on already, but the community will expand with 2 more phases coming soon in the future.
The median home price in Edwards Ranch in Fort Worth is $1.4 million, starting at about $1 million on up to $2.6 million. So much value for your money here.
Nearby are wonderfully maintained older homes with large mature trees, so check out Overton Park and Tanglewood as well. The public schools here in the area are some of the best, highly rated schools in Fort Worth ISD.
Private schools continue to be a popular choice for residents who live here, with 2 renowned campuses 10 minutes away or less.
What do Edwards Ranch and Highland Park both have in common?
How about great private universities nearby? Love college sports? TCU, or Texas Christian University, is less than 10 minutes away from this great area.
Football games draw huge crowds, as does baseball. This picturesque campus is home to just over 11,000 students. While Fort Worth has the new and shiny, Dallas has the stately and traditional.
Highland Park, some would say, is the crown jewel of the Dallas metro area.
Highland Park is located 4 miles north of downtown Dallas, and it's considered one of the most affluent areas in the country. The median income for residents is more than $218,000 a year. Highland Park was named Highland Park because it sits 130 feet above Dallas. Developers were forward-thinking as they set aside 20% of the land for park space.
And that's where we start our hunt in Highland Park.
Lakeside Park is a quiet oasis near fast-paced downtown Dallas. It runs along the Turtle Creek. I would say this is the most scenic view in Highland Park.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about Highland Park. I'm not real familiar with it.
Okay, so Highland Park it's an exclusive city, and many people who live here work downtown Dallas because it's just like a 15-minute drive to downtown. And I mean, the homes here are just gorgeous. I love the homes because of the different architectural styles.
Hey look, the ducks think we're about to feed them. They're coming to say hi. I think this is really romantic to come out here and maybe even have a picnic.
Yeah.
I think sometimes this area reminds me a little bit of like London, England.
It
with
does.
The old lighting on the street lights, and lots of park benches. And I feel like this area is written by C.S. Lewis right here.
I just think it's such a great getaway being so close to the downtown Dallas area, being so close, and yet it feels like we're nowhere near the city. This is one of the most scenic, lush parks. I would love to bring our dog here.
It'd definitely stay cool in the summer with all the shade trees.
Imagine just living across the street from this. I mean, it's just wow.
Oh, there's more wow. Hey, let's talk about shopping.
So Highland Park has one of my favorite shopping areas near Dallas. Highland Park Village, luxury and gorgeous architecture and greenery. It oozes with luxury brands and upscale restaurants, eateries, and fine dining.
The Village Theater, the first luxury theater in Texas, it cost more than $100,000 to build. A lot of money in the 1930s. Listen, in the early years, they say some shoppers would arrive on horseback to just shop and eat lunch.
So every time I come here to Highland Park Village, I just think of all the beauty. You have the beautiful people, beautiful shops, and beautiful lush greenery. You can't leave here without feeling great.
So of course we had to get a snack. So I'm always leaning towards ice cream. There's something about a little sugar in the afternoon to kind of just make things right.
Yeah, I would love to eat ice cream every afternoon, but I opted for a smoothie.
So what do you think your clients will think about Clear Fork compared to this?
Okay, well, they're totally different, but they both have wonderful high-end shopping, great eateries, a great place to hang out. That's what I love about both Clear Fork and Highland Park, because you really can just hang out here. So they're very different in that Highland Park just has this historic feel, right? And I mean, the beautiful tall trees, but very historic feel.
Yeah.
Clear Fork is clearly modern and brand new. It's very shiny, is what I like to describe a new place as shiny.
So you want to call Highland Park your home? The average median home price is right at $3 million.
Highland Park is known for its stately two-story homes on large lots with manicured gardens and circled driveways.
The median year built is 1941.
You'll find Texas modern, mixed in with Mediterranean, Italian, Renaissance, colonial, and an eclectic mix of architectural styles in Highland Park. This is my favorite thing about Highland Park. So all the different architecture styles are astonishing here. It's just beautiful with the trees, the tennis courts.
So your clients, do you think they're going to like this neighborhood?
I don't know anyone who would not like this neighborhood.
You can find new construction as some residents have torn down the older structures for a modern mansion.
It kind of feels like Beverly Hills without the palm trees, of course. A great place to live with terrific neighborhood schools. Highland Park has their own district and it's highly rated. The Texas Education Agency ranked Highland Park High School an A. The school wins many sport championships and has great parent and community support. Prestigious private schools are minutes away as well.
And for higher education, Southern Methodist University is nearby. Home to almost 12,000 students, it's ranked third in Texas. It was founded in 1911 on 234 acres.
So what would you think about living near a college campus like this?
While both SMU and TCU are great colleges, I wouldn't have any hesitancy sending our kids there.
It would be kind of convenient to just live there and let them go to school there.
They could walk. All right, so the big question of the day is, would you prefer Highland Park or Edwards Ranch?
All right, so I love Edwards Ranch because it's a slower paced lifestyle. There's far less traffic there. In Highland Park, it's a busy lifestyle, very close to Dallas. And so I love also the newness, the energy efficient homes. I'm leaning toward Edwards Ranch.
So I'm probably going to lean towards Highland Park. The luxury homes, the greenery, the parks and the landscaping. I'm leaning towards that because, again, it's historical, generation from generation passed on. I just think raising family there would be great. Maybe a little more difficult to find a home in that neighborhood, but well worth it.
Yeah, and if you work in downtown Dallas, you really can't beat the location and the schools and the scenic beauty of Highland Park. If you're interested in Highland Park or Edwards Ranch or another city here in Texas, go to danapollardgroup.com and fill out the Dream Home questionnaire, and we can set you up to get started your hunt.